He's rad as hell, man. So we are in our first dungeon already. Well, I say already. It's been 40 minutes. That's actually not that bad for like a PS1 RPG. So we want to take a moment to change. There's a little bit of strategy RPG in this game because your party formation is on a grid. So we want to actually move Yukino down here. And like this red down there, that's the range on that specific attack. So her weapon has that range. She throws razor blades. That's her attack. And then Frey is her spell. You can see no matter where you move it, it's... Yeah. So we want to put Yukino here. And we'll put... You here. You here. That's good. I would like to point out that Mark had a axe just in his backpack. And not like a hatchet or something. That's a straight up like war axe. Like he's got a straight up made for killing axe in his backpack. You come over here, you get some medicine. The Sonamura girl, that's Maki. And we get some QQ helmets. QQ helmets. I googled it, and what came up were like basically bicycle helmets. So, like those hard plastic, kind of like, almost like special ed helmets. With they're not bicycle helmets, but like they're like the special ed helmets with the straps underneath. Alright, so you can turn the visuals off. That's a major quality of life thing they added to this version of the game that they also added in the remake of 2 that is not helpful. It's very annoying. So we want to So let me talk a bit about how I'm not going to show every random battle in this game, I don't think. It depends on how much talking I do during the random battles. I'll make that judgment as we go along. But experience in this game, the way it works is that it's based on participation in battle. So, as far as I can tell, you know, in a regular RPG, enemy be worth 100 experience, everybody get 25. But in this game, it's based on the amount of damage you do to an enemy. Like, let's say an enemy has 300 hit points. If you do 250 hit points, you'll get the majority of the experience for that enemy. Buffing, casting buffs is a major source of experience, but buffs only stack twice. It seems like casting a buff more than twice doesn't give you more experience unless you switch to another buff. But casting healing spells, like the area effect, the party healing spells, gives massive amounts of experience, and it will hog everything. Now, I'm having the main character basically hog all the experience here. He's gonna do his absolute best to steal every single bit of the experience. And the reason I'm doing that is because none of these people are actually in my party right now. Yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Uh, and what that means is when they leave, they'll leave at some point, and then when they rejoin my party, they get set to the enemy. They get set to the main character's level. So the higher level I can level my main character, the less I'll have to worry. I get bonus levels basically. So we actually want to contact this Preda, and we want to. So this is the demon negotiation in this game. It's unlike SMT 1 and 2. There's no randomness to it. If you do the same thing, like for example on these Predas, I want to dance. That will make them. The idea here is that the traits each have each one of the traits has a specific reaction to each one of the four things, the four contact options that each person can do. So I forget which it is. I think it's Gloomy, but I have to look it up. Gloomy responds to dancing by filling up the Eager, and each one of the emotions there has a different effect in battle. Eager, you can ask for a spell card, which we'll talk about in a second. Angry makes them attack you. They get a free hit in. And that is... wow. That very rarely happens. Sometimes you'll get different... results, but generally speaking, that only happens when they ask you a question, because it can slightly change that'll sometimes change their reaction on some things, but pretty much universally, if you talk to somebody, they will have the same reaction across the board from the same thing over and over again. So there's very little randomness to it. Eager, you can ask for a spell card. If you get orange, they attack you on red. Blue, they are afraid of you. And orange, they give you an item. So I have my zombie. I need... I shouldn't have contacted there. I should have killed those 3 enemies and then contacted the one remaining one. But I didn't do that already, so I'm not going to worry about it. Before I leave, I would very much like to get a hold of a Preda's spell card. Spell cards are what you fuse together to get personas. Let's see. I am on the 3rd floor. And if we go in here, there's some treasure. Get some more QQ helmets. I mean, surely that's not possible, right? Anyway. Let's go ahead and equip those QQ helmets. One of the interesting things... yeah, he just has a random two-handed axe in his backpack. I do like that, that about him. Always prepared. Yukino is a former delinquent, which is... so it makes sense. I guess you could say that Masao is also a delinquent. But we want to contact these Predas. Oh, no, because it'll end the battle. So let's at least do this. Now, I can't Garu the pixies because they will reflect it, and I don't have anything else to... I don't have any way to kill the pixies. So we'll contact you. Okay, what is going on with the Preda? Let me double check my list here. Hold on. Like, this never happens. Preda. Yeah, dance and sarcasm. Okay, hold on. We'll try sarcasm. Well, okay. Well, we'll get a Preda eventually. Okay. But I would like the Preda before we left, so... No, it's sarcasm and dance, and it just had the... Like, that never happens. Ever. I mean, the entire... I went the entire test run, and I beat both the Snow Queen quest and the Sabak quest, and not once did that ever happen. All the demons I contacted reacted exactly as they should. So that's, Oh, also, don't worry if anybody dies in battle. Let's see, we'll just do weapons. Death is not a permanent status effect. If you die at the end of a battle, you get revived with 1 hit point. In fact, dying is more or less a slap on the wrist. Because, and it's not something that I worry about a lot going through this game. At least later on. Like, early on, yeah, whatever. But... let's see. Back to my map here. We need to go this way. Oftentimes you'll see me run... That's a save point, by the way. That room right there. You'll see me run through the dungeons like this because the minimap spins. And... well, anyway, the minimap spins and all the maps I have are oriented towards north. So I want to actually... Oh, cool. I want to be be faced with the direction that the maps are oriented, so I know where the heck I'm going. Because I have a hard time going, and seeing where I'm at otherwise. Hey, free QQ helmet, cool. Okay, so we're just gonna go this way. Hopefully, I'll get into a fight with the Preda. If I don't, it's not the end of the world. I'll just get the Preda and stuff off screen. Because we are already at the end of this dungeon here. It's only 3 floors. None of the dungeons in this game are actually fairly small. Maybe I should use Yukino a couple of times. So that she can get Dia. I think I'll do that, actually. Just have you two guard and have her use Frey. There are a ton of elements in this game. You have fire, ice, wind, earth. And those are just like the elements. And then you have force, which is then split into lightning, nuclear, blast, and gravity. Each one of the weapon types is its own element. And then you have guns. Each type of gun is its own element. Then you have light and dark, which are then split into two different elements. So light is split into expel and miracle, and then dark is split into death and dark. And there's even an element specifically for a move that only 2 personas know. The main character and one other character who we haven't met yet. Alright. Am I gonna have to run around in circles until I learn this? Until I get this Preda? Okay, hold on. There we go. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh well, it's not that big a deal. I'm going to take a few minutes, and I'm going to get my, let's see. I'm going to get the spell cards I need. That's a save point, by the way. The spell cards are, they don't take that long. Like I said, I'll just get them off screen here. So this right here is one of several choices in the game where if you make the wrong one, the game just ends at a certain point. Like, and they don't give you any indication that you're on the path for, like, the quote-unquote bad ending. But, like, they literally just cut off the last 10% of the game. And they're like, nope, do not pass go, do not collect $200. You get to go back to the beginning of the game and try again. I like this tune, though. It's pretty good. There's a lot of good music in this soundtrack. Like, yeah, okay, the ones with lyrics, they're neat. But honestly, I prefer the instrumental music. Because after 200 random battles, it gets a little old. Except Persona 5. Like, that was the one I just did not get tired of. Nice.